This is Heidi Callison with Downtown NorCal, and I'm coming to you live from Mother and Baby Source in Davis, California. If you look around me, there are nothing but empty shelves and display cabinets. And that's because this is Mother and Baby Source's final day in business after almost 25 years of service to this community. When you came in here before, you would see just a magical display of any item someone could want for a new family. So items from breastfeeding supplies to really nice specialty books, toys for the baby, clothing, safety needs, anything you imagined you needed, you could find here. And it wasn't just grab bag of items. They were items that were all specially chosen by those owners who knew what would nurture a baby best. And so perhaps they're packing up, so it's a little loud, but perhaps the thing I want to show you most is what would happen in this room back here. You'll notice on our way, there's this cute little scribble wall for the little ones to have fun with. And there are all kinds of items that are left here for sale today. But this is the room that I want to talk about most. When the previous owner, Lori Rumsey, moved from across the street, it was a smaller space, and she started to grow in the, in the numbers of her parent support groups. She decided to come over here in part because of this back room space. It was away from the retail space and where families could join and meet one another, those who were bringing new kids into their lives, and just share, and babies would be rolling around on the ground and interacting, and it's so wonderful to see little babies interacting for the first time. So there was a lot of nurturing and a lot of relationships that were built here. And I guess what's even more important than that is that you'd have the new moms coming in who might need breastfeeding support or other kinds of interventions. If they didn't get enough sleep the night before, they could just kind of have a private moment here in a retail space. But the staff knew also how to recognize critical needs. And some of those needs were things like the YOLO Crisis Nursery, or mental health services, children's therapy center, housing, food support, and so on. And what's sad to me most about this business closing is that that service, that free service to this community, will no longer be available. And that's a shame. And that's what retail does for a community, because it is the community. It's the heart and soul of what we stand for. Now people will say, look, I need to shop online, or it's cheaper online, and small business just can't compete with what's happening at Amazon. And I would say, I completely disagree with you. And here's why. One, I'm not saying don't shop online ever. Of course there are needs that come up in our lives where we need that online resource. At the other side of it, though, I'm saying diversify your investment in how you're spending your money, because you're going to end up with one source for all of your goods, and it's going to be an uninformed source. The only thing that's going to be informing what you can get would be a faceless algorithm or reviews that have been written for whatever might incentivize a person to write one. You don't know. It's not going to be from a trusted local business owner who knows you, who knows your community, who knows what your budget is, and who knows the culture around you. I'd also say that look at those habits of consumers who come into a business like this, and they use up the expertise of the business owner and the staff who are highly trained to know the products that serve you best. And you'll spend an hour with them and you'll be fitted for something. And just down the street there is a specialty athletic shoe store where people will spend literally an hour or two with staff, having their arches looked at, their gait tested, their running checked, and they'll find the shoe. And then right there in front of that business owner, they will shop online and find it cheaper so that it can be delivered to their doorstep. They're stealing. That's what's happening to these businesses. They're being stolen from. And unfortunately, you're robbing yourselves in the future because you're going to have to be the expert. You're going to have to spend all of that time when experts like this no longer exist. So this is a critical closure. It's an example of what's happening across our country and why I've started Downtown NorCal, because it's so important to tell the story of quality local businesses like this. And I hope to tell you many stories of businesses that are in business still. And I'm going to show you those, but today it's essential that we pay our respects to a business that has died. And it's died because we let it. And so out of respect to the owners that had the bravery to hang their own shingle, Nicole and Will Arnold, I would just ask each of you to spend a little money at a locally owned independent business this weekend and think about the way you spend in the future. This is Heidi for Downtown NorCal. Thank you.